What's going on? It's Coach Alex here, and what I'm going to be teaching today is exactly what you need to eat in order to lose body fat. This is the exact nutrition plan we've given to thousands of our clients to lose anywhere from 30 to 100 pounds and even more. Now, the nutrition plan works, and it won't sacrifice time from your busy schedule. Like my client Krista here down on the left, who dropped 23 pounds in 16 weeks. She's a busy mom, works a full-time job, has two very active kids. Tammy here has lost 12 pounds in 5 weeks, and her hubby has lost 20 pounds in 7 weeks. Or maybe like one of my clients, Brian here. He worked two full-time jobs, one as a chef, one as a photographer as well, and he dropped 60 pounds down in 24 weeks. Or my client, Alan, here in the bottom right, he's dropped 90 pounds in 5 months, and he did it while owning a full-time business and having a family and kids as well. Now, before we get into it, I want you to pause for a second, and I want you to honestly ask yourself, how much would your life change if you were able to lose 30, 50, even 100 pounds or more? How would your confidence change? How would your relationships change? How would your quality of life improve? Because you're here because you want to lose weight and put on muscle while balancing your demanding lifestyle. You know that is possible. You've seen other people doing it on my page, but you have no idea how to do it for yourself. So let me explain the foods you need to be eating in order to lose body fat. Now, before we get into it, you really need to understand how the fat loss process works. So on the left here, this is Bob. Bob needs to lose weight. So what he needs to go into is a calorie deficit. This is how you lose body fat. It's called the law of thermodynamics. Calories in versus calories out. So the more calories you consume, the more weight you put on. The less calories you consume, the more body fat you're going to lose. Now, Bob does this by being on what we call a flexible nutrition plan. Bob is excited to eat all his fun foods while losing weight. No restrictions here. He does strength training in the gym, lifting weights, maybe at home workouts, and Bob is getting stronger without spending hours working out, doing little or no cardio. And the best part is, Bob is super happy because he's developing long-term habits. He's not doing no-fat diets. He's eating carbohydrates. The process is made simple. And the result, Bob has hit his dream body. Now, Bob does a reverse diet and is eating more food while keeping weight off at the same time. So, that's how the process works. But now, before I really dive into telling you what you should be eating, let's talk about the hard truth about losing weight. The truth is that there is a lot of bullshit out there when it comes to nutrition. And I know you want to lose weight, but you don't need to cut out carbs, do restricted dieting or fad diets. You don't need to do super low calorie extreme dieting. And you can lose body fat while eating your favorite foods with zero diet restriction. Now, the goal here is to quit the diet restrictions. Fad diets, restricted dieting, and super low calorie diets, they just don't work. So enough with starving your body. These diets often cause rapid weight loss at first, but they're unsustainable. And let me tell you why. Because they're unsustainable because when you're eating such low calorie food, and once you stop the diet, you regain the weight, and sometimes even more than you lost. So 95% of the time when people lose all of that weight doing restricted dieting, fad diets, low calorie diets, they gain the weight back and typically more on top of that. So fat loss, weight loss, there's only a 5% success rate. It's extremely low. So when you do very low restrictive dieting, you damage your metabolism, you damage your hormonal health. Overall, it's just not healthy for you. And there is a way better way to do that while enjoying the process, not feeling restrictive, and actually getting results. So, in order to do this process correctly, we need to first calculate your macros. We need to understand the food that you're intaking into your body. Without understanding what you're eating, we can't teach you what to eat and how to include your favorite foods while you're losing body fat. So here's how to calculate your macros for fat loss. Number one, you need to find out the amount of calories you need to be eating on a day-to-day basis in order to lose weight. So you need to use this formula. For men, take your body weight times 10 or 12. For women, take your current weight and multiply that by 9 or 11. That is going to give you your current caloric deficit in order to lose body fat. And now we need to set up your macro ratios. A good starting point for protein, I recommend 30 to 40% of your daily calories comes from protein. For carbs, 30 to 40% of it comes from carbohydrates. And for fats, 20 to 30% of your calories need to come from fats. Every macronutrient has a point in your body, and it's extremely important. So for every gram of protein you consume, it's going to fill your body up, it's going to reduce cravings, and it's going to produce a thermal burning effect in your body. So by just consuming more protein, you're going to be burning more calories. Carbs is your body's preferred and main energy source. So carbohydrates supply your brain with energy, your body with energy. It gives you performance to perform in the gym. So when your carbohydrates are super, super low, most people feel like absolute dog shit. There's no energy. You feel like crashing. And like at the end of the day, I don't know about you, I love to eat carbs and we don't want to avoid them. Fats are also very important. They make up your hormones. So doing super low fats or removing fats from your diet is not the solution. Consuming fats will supply testosterone. It will help with your estrogen. It has to do with your hormonal health. So as an example, if you eat 1,800 calories per day to be in your caloric deficit, and you want to eat 40% of that from protein, that's going to equal 720 calories, which is 180 grams of protein per day. Now, after we figure out your macros, you want to download an app to track your food, like MyFitnessPal, and then you can tweak it as needed. So as you lose body fat, eventually you will stall. So you will either reduce calories by a little bit or add in cardio, do daily steps, but the process is very simple once you understand the math and how to plug and play with it. Now, here are some examples on what to eat. I gave you a list of protein, carbs, and fats of different sources that you can consume on your diet on a day-to-day basis. You can take a screenshot of this, write it down, but these are the lists of foods that I typically recommend for people to eat. Now, let's teach you how to balance your favorite foods with nutrient-dense meals. So what we teach people in our program is you want to eat 80% healthy meals, nutrient-dense, full of a lot of nutrition, and 20% you can have fun with it. And the goal is to make sure you don't eat like the whole pizza. You only have a slice or two, right? It's all about not avoiding the bad foods. It's all about learning how to properly consume the right amount that's suitable for your body while losing body fat. So as an example, you want to start your day with lean protein, complex carbs, and healthy fats like eggs, oats, and avocados. And then if you want pizza or chocolate, you want to plan your other meals around it. So think lighter nutrient-packed options like chicken and veggies. Step 2, use a food scale for accuracy. You need to weigh all your foods out, protein, carbs, and fats, to ensure accurate portion sizes. You can't just eyeball your food. You need to know the proper amount of food that you're actually consuming. So as an example, if you want to eat chocolate during the day, weigh a portion of it out, 30 grams of dark chocolate, then plug that number into MyFitnessPal. This way we can keep that flexibility up while you're losing body fat. Step number 3, plug and play MyFitnessPal. Enter your favorite foods into MyFitnessPal before eating them to see how they fit into your daily macros and calories. So here's an example. Let's say for lunch, you weigh and log 150 grams of chicken, 100 grams of quinoa, and 1 teaspoon of olive oil. For snacks, let's say you weigh 40 grams of peanut butter and 1 medium apple. And then for dinner, you can weigh and log 150 grams of protein. This will ensure that you're doing that 80-20 approach. As you can see, the lunch and snack are very high nutrient-dense options. And then for dinner, you can have your fun food, which is pizza. Step 4, adjust your day. So if your favorite food is higher in carbs or fats, like pizza, balance your other meals by focusing on lean proteins and veggies to stay within your macro and calorie goal. So again, here's another example. Let's say for breakfast, you eat 3 egg whites that are protein, 50 grams of oats, 1 teaspoon of almond butter. For lunch, you eat 150 grams of chicken breast, 100 grams of sweet potato, 1 teaspoon of olive oil. For a snack, you'll eat 1 medium apple and 40 grams of peanut butter. And then for dinner, you weigh and log 150 grams of pizza. So again, this example again, you can weigh and log your food, and then you can enjoy your favorite foods while staying on track. It makes the dieting process simple and easy. Now, you do not need to cut out carbs or any food group. You do not need fad diets. You do not need to do restricted dieting. You do not need to do super low calorie diets or any kind of cleanse. You don't need any fat burning supplements, and you don't need to avoid foods you love. But why am I the expert? Why should you listen to me? Well, to be honest, I've gone through my own personal transformation. So when I started working out, I was 120 pounds. I was super skinny. Now I'm 220 pounds of lean muscle. And throughout my journey, I would lose weight and gain weight. I didn't know what flexible dieting was. But now I become an expert at losing body fat, building muscle while balancing a busy life. And I've been coaching clients for 15 years. I know what works and what doesn't work. And I'm telling you, there is a better way to get your results instead of dying on this yo-yo process and suffering. And I taught you that today for free. So if another coach or expert teaches you any extreme way to diet, run. And I personally helped transform thousands of lives using what I taught you today. And honestly, I can guarantee it works. And you might be in a position on being confused on what to eat, because many professionals are unsure of which foods will support their fat loss and muscle building goals. They may try fad diets or restrict themselves without understanding how to fuel their body properly for long-term results. Or maybe you have a fear of going all in. High achievers often excel in their careers, but hesitate to fully commit to their health journey. They fear failure or lack confidence that investing in themselves will yield the results they want, leading to half-hearted efforts. Maybe you got internal beliefs and mindset blocks. You might have deep-rooted beliefs like, I don't have time, or I've tried that before and it didn't work. It can create mental roadblocks. These internal doubts prevent you from taking the necessary steps to prioritize your health and fitness. Or maybe you're someone who prioritizes others over themselves. They often put their career, family, and responsibilities first, neglecting their own well-being. This mindset keeps you from dedicating the time and energy needed to fully transform your body and lifestyle. And I want you to know, all of that changes today. It's time for you to get the body of your dreams.
Hey folks, my name is Christina. I've been working with Alex for a little bit over a year now, and I can officially say I'm down 60 pounds. I left corporate America, I turned into a stand-up comedian, and I definitely fixed my relationship with food. One of the main struggles that I really had to overcome was giving myself grace and truly understanding my anxiety and how much overwhelm that produces. And just frankly, like how hard I was on myself. That wasn't totally fair of me. But you should definitely work with Alex. Not only does he meet you where you're at, he also knows exactly when you need a pep talk and when you need some tough love. I love him like a friend, and I couldn't have asked for help from a better person. So I just owe him so much. Thank you so much. Good luck, guys.
So it's not that hard. Anyone can do this. Like my client Christina here, she lost 60 pounds of body fat while eating her favorite foods, spending less time in the gym, and doing little to no cardio at the same time. And this is exactly what every one of my clients have done as well. Like Spencer here dropped 31 pounds down. My client Nicole is 66 pounds down while being a mom of 3 kids, working 2 jobs and only working out twice a week. Michelle here is down 20 pounds. She literally went from eating 1,500 calories a day, now is eating over 2,300 calories, has Dairy Queen blizzards every single week, and went from working out 6 times a week, twice a day, to only 4 times in a week. Again, my client Brian, 60 pounds down. Or maybe like my client Cameron, he dropped 40 pounds down in 16 weeks and got a 6-pack. Or maybe like my client Victoria here, who dropped 25 pounds down in 16 weeks and got snatched for her wedding. My blueprint works. And we are looking for people like you who want to go through a transformation and finally lose body fat and get their dream body and get incredible results so we can use you as a testimonial next. So I'm looking forward to our call together where we can deep dive and figure out what's been holding you back from transforming your body and your life. We'll chat soon.